Hello! In these diabolical times, it's nice to find all the good things that are going on out there and share them with the world. And so, to all you authors, screenwriters, and word nerds, let me introduce to you an acronym that may change your writing forever. BXP. BXP stands for Bestseller Experiment. It's a podcast hosted by Master of Woo Woo, Mark Deavon, and Mark Stay, who is a writer with a capital R. That's R as in the 3 R's, which I don't know if you've heard of them. The 3 R's is something that's talked about in educational circles, and it stands for reading, writing, and arithmetic. So yes, Mark Deavon and Mark Stay, they host this podcast, the Bestseller Experiment. Now, cynics out there might be going, I'm not going to listen to a podcast that's trying to cynically find out how to write a bestseller. You know, I'm what's the word I'm looking for? But it's not that. It's not that at all. It's just these two guys who love writing, they love speaking to authors, and they just have a different author on every week, and they talk to them about their method and about everything, or their whole writing. And the first year of the podcast, the premise was they were going to, in a year, write and release a bestseller, and they were going to do it live week by week, listening, not to them writing, to the updates. This is going wrong. So in the first year of the podcast, their goal was to write and release a bestseller, and so they spoke to a lot of authors to find out, what kind of book they should write, and they had a few ideas, and over the course of the year, they wrote a book called Back to Reality. And they released it, they self-published it, and it was a bestseller. The launch day was very exciting. But I guess I'm spoiling things. Go and listen for yourself. There's links in the description. But why am I telling you about this? Why do I think you need to know about the Bestseller Experiment? Well, because it's more than a podcast. It's a community. Now, I don't know about you, but I find places like Facebook and Twitter to be slightly negative spaces, and I've been a member of a few writers groups on Facebook. It tends to be a place where authors are just plugging the stuff they've written, and the community isn't really there. But there is a Bestseller Experiment Facebook group which I'm a member of. It's a very small group, but it's got a lot of very interesting authors in there, including people who write books that you'll see on the shelves in Tesco and in Sainsbury's, and award-winning authors. Ian Sainsbury is in there, who won the UK Kindle Storyteller Award last year. Keith McDonnell is in there, who has had a huge publishing deal. He was also in the running for that UK Storyteller Prize last year. Daisy Tate, who you'll see on the bookshelves. Lorna Cook is in there. Essie Moorhead is in there. Mike Shackle, author of We Are the Dead, book published by Glance. Who else is in there? Lots of people. I'm in there. I'm probably one of the best authors in there. Mark Stay is in there, author of Back to Reality and The End of Magic, and the screenwriter behind Robot Overlords and The Little People, which is a movie that's in production right now, being directed by John Wright. Now, you can be a part of this group and you can mingle with these people. Now, it's the only reason I haven't deleted Facebook. It's a great place you can go and hang out with people. Nobody is plugging up their stuff. It's just a nice environment. Everybody is encouraging of each other. And it's just a good, nice place to hang out. If you're an author and you want to meet like-minded people who just love writing, who love storytelling and love talking about storytelling, and, then it's just a great place to be. They're really good people to hang out with. So really, this video, it's all about that. This isn't a paid promotion. The 2 marks don't know I'm making this video. It's just a thing that I love that I want to share with the world. So, yes, check out the podcast. Subscribe to their podcast. You know, join in on the Facebook group. You won't regret it. I think your writing could change. One of the things they do, Mark DeVoe is a very good life coach as well as a writer. And he's set up this thing called BXP 2020 where they encourage writers to log their word count every day, with the idea being that if you write just 200 words a day, within a year you'll have written a novel. 200 words isn't that many words. They also have the BXP Academy where you can sign up and have one-to-one coaching sessions with the 2 marks group coaching sessions with the 2 marks. And I'm not involved in that, but it sounds pretty great. So yeah, get involved, meet some like-minded people. I'm there, come and hang out with me. I think if it wasn't for the BXP group, my partner and I probably wouldn't have written the books we've written in the last few years, because it's just, well, maybe we would have, I don't know, but it certainly helped having this group of author cheerleaders, backing you every step of the way. So yes, go check out the podcast. I would recommend going right back to the beginning. The first episode I listened to was an interview with Joe Hill. That's how I discovered the podcast. I was Googling Joe Hill interviews and it popped up. Listen to the Joe Hill one, go back, listen to the beginning. When you get to the Ben Aronovich interview, where the 2 marks get bollocked by him for writing a 50,000 word outline, it's one of the funniest things you'll listen to, and you'll be hooked from then on. Yes, that's all. Go there now. Alright, thank you for watching. Subscribe. I'll be recommending more things that I think writers will benefit from in the future. But for now, that is me.